Well, I guess my title might seem a bit misleading. It actually is, because with Wonder Woman, it's not really a question of whether or not she's going to have her 600th issue. That's pretty much a given. The question really is DC going to renumber her 600th issue with a 600 numbering? And should that happen? In my opinion, it should not. It has nothing to do with her status within the DC universe. Wonder Woman at her best can be more noble than Superman and can be more grim than Batman. What I take issue with is not Wonder Woman's numbering in and of itself per se. What I take issue with is the numbering overall, regardless of who the character is. It's a false high. It's a placebo. It's a literary placebo type pill that, for me, no character, male or female, should have to go through. It should only be about the quality of the product itself. And in my view, Wonder Woman doesn't need some arbitrary faux number, like faux number, FAUX, to bolster her standing within the DC universe. I feel that Wonder Woman basically needs 4 things. She needs to be well written, and if Secret 6 is any indication, as a result of Gail Simone's writing, then Wonder Woman is well ahead of the game on that deal. 2, excellent artwork. Aaron Lopresti, he's sort of a journeyman. There's nothing wrong with his work, but he's not necessarily the guy that you want to propel Wonder Woman forward. I would opt for Nicola Scott, who was essentially born to draw that character. Jenny Frison, who seems to have a real strong simpatico with that character herself. Jim Lee, who's the only, he's drawn the other 2/3 of the triad for year-long stays. I think Wonder Woman should be that 3rd one that rounds things out, and maybe Frank Cho. He would probably be the closest to Terry Dodson, without actually looking like Terry Dodson's work. Which brings me to number 3, and that would be the marketing push that DC should be hammering out for Wonder Woman. They definitely have Superman's back and Batman's back, and apparently Green Lantern and the Flash as well. And somehow Wonder Woman is getting somehow lost in the ether or what have you. Those three things, as well as the collective mindset of fan persons getting what you would say fan persons or fanboys that really need to accept that an estrogen driven character can be as kick-ass, if not more so, than a testosterone driven character. With those four things in alignment, that really should be more than enough to propel Wonder Woman in the long run, to have her time in the sun that should be equal or perhaps surpass Superman, Batman, and the rest of the DC brethren. The only other thing that I guess I can add would be to those who still feel that the renumbering is only the right thing to do. I would say, even if I were behind this deal of Wonder Woman being renumbered, the real slap in the face would be the fact that Dan Didio has put people in a position where they're actually having to petition for Wonder Woman to reach her 600th issue. Now, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man never had to go through that. The same as Fantastic Four, Avengers, Thor, and most recently Daredevil. So why should the fans of Wonder Woman have to jump through hoops to stroke Dan Didio's ego? I, for one, think it's fairly preposterous, and that Wonder Woman deserves a lot more than she's been getting. Now, maybe a so-called happy medium would be Wonder Woman having her 45th issue out with a notation on the cover that it's her 600th issue, without actually having to do the renumbering. I don't know. I'm just, throwing that out there. But as someone who remembers Linda Carter as Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, and Kathleen Crosby, even before her, taking on a more unconventional type of Wonder Woman, everything should pan out to where the quality of the character is what is being pushed for, and not the arbitrariness of 3 digits that chances are at best would only give like a momentary sales jump to. Anyway, I see where I'm closing in on 10 minutes, and I think that was pretty much all I had to say on the topic. So hopefully, regardless of how things work out, inevitably they'll work out for the princess. Night out.